What's going on, my little rock stars? I hope you guys are doing awesome. Hey, I want to share a couple things about the borderline personality disorder, BPD, borderline personality disorder. It's actually something I dealt with in my very recent last relationship. My ex-wife was not borderline personality. She had it was actually postpartum depression after our daughter that kind of led into other things, and then also the main reason. There's several things. You really just as a side note, there's several things that can tear down a marriage, right? But the main thing for mine was my mother-in-law. She moved in after a beautiful 20 years of marriage. She moved in and tore our family apart. In 1 year, we were separated. But it was postpartum depression after my daughter. That was something she battled with, and I was there for during that process. Share your thoughts down below if you had a similar situation. Postpartum depression can destroy families, but with your love and support, I'm sure you guys can both get through it. The borderline personality disorder, a couple things I want to share with you that I experienced my last relationship, which was a couple years, and it was really hard because we are men. Here's one thing I want you to realize: we are men, and we've lost a wife, we lost children, maybe we lost a job, maybe we lost our home. We lost a lot during our divorce. You lose a lot, and especially if you're a man. So when we find someone that we love and care and we want to be in our lives and that loves us too, or we think loves us, we know how much loss can hurt and how much we lost, that we go the extra effort to hold on. And that was when they see their kindness, they see that kindness, your extra effort, your extra love, your extra grasp on the relationship, and your extra nurturing. They take advantage of that, and they want to kind of use that as a tactic to manipulate you into doing what they want you to do, or they want you. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to get at. So with borderline personality disorder, here's a couple things that you may not realize that you have a partner with borderline personality disorder, or you even may be this person. And so I want to share this with you. And just also as another side note, I am a man. These are thoughts coming from a man that may be towards a woman, because I've experienced this with women, but I have gone on dates and talked to other women that have experienced this with men. It's both ways. It goes both ways. It's an equal playing field. So if this is a woman that's listening to this video, by all means, take this as something as you may think of that could possibly be in your relationship with that man, and vice versa. Okay, guys? So look, here it is. If you're feeling that you're afraid to kind of say or talk about a particular subject, and even if it's the smallest minor subject, dinner, cooking, whatever, picking up the kids, or whatever the case may be, the artwork for Christmas time, or whatever it is, and you feel like this discussion could slightly get heated, or they kind of snap back at you because of this topic, and you're afraid to respond back because you feel like you're walking on eggshells to possibly hurt their feelings, and you don't want to hurt their feelings. That's not your intention. If you're feeling that way, you probably have someone who is a borderline personality disorder type of partner, because they're making you feel that they've already trained you. You're already at that particular point where you feel like you don't want to say the wrong thing because you might set them off. And that's it. That leads us into our second thing. If you're with a partner and they easily are set off and easily turn something into your fault, you messed it all up. And when you realize it could be fixed so easily, even if you did mess it up or they messed it up, or there's really not that bad of a situation, nothing's really messed up, but they just explode into something, and you're on this, and you find yourself having to say, maybe subconsciously or maybe consciously, saying, calm down, calm down. If you find yourself in that situation where you feel like the other partner has blown up and you're just like, whoa, it doesn't have to get that crazy, like relax right now, then you more than likely have a partner that has borderline personality disorder. Okay. And then last but not least, if you feel like, and this kind of goes along with my other video, if you feel as though they're kind of boxing you in the corner, and you feel like you guys are in the middle of this argument and they're boxing you in this corner, this mental corner of like, but no, but it was your fault. It was your fault. And then you feel like giving up. Oh God. And then you start this negative self-talk towards yourself. All right, fine. Like, okay, I fucked everything up. You don't love me. I messed everything up. I'm the worst. If you feel as though that you're just like, like throwing the white flag, you give up in the midst of an argument, and they push you to that point. And then here's one thing: once they push you to the point and you are giving up, you're throwing your hands up in the air, you're telling you, okay, I'm wrong, I'm a horrible husband. If you're in that situation and they pick even harder, or they stomp down on you mentally harder, verbally, mentally, emotionally harder, even though you're giving up with the thoughts that you may calm the situation, but they come harder on you, you have a borderline personality disorder type of a partner. Sorry to say that. Now, I want you to maybe dabble into some of these videos that are on YouTube. There's a lot of great ones. Maybe a book out there. Maybe get some counseling. My counselor right now has been helping me understand this more and more often, which was these last 2 years with my girlfriend were actually, and I dated for a little bit after her. That's why I talked to you on other videos about my dating situation, because we had already broken up, but we were kind of being toxic, going back and forth with each other. I'm going to talk to you more about that on another video. But if you feel as though that you, the reason why I'm talking about this borderline personality disorder so much is because these last 2 years with my girlfriend were way worse than anything bad that happened in the 20 years with my ex-wife. These last 2 years were they aged me so much. They tested my will. It was the worst experience. These last 2 years were the worst. Worse than anything bad in all 20 years put together with my ex-wife. And I get counseling now for myself because I am depressed and I miss my daughter. That's number one. And then I started to use this counseling as understanding why I met this type of a woman. And I did never want to meet this type of woman again. I'm a good man, like many of you are great men. And I want to learn and understand this more. And as I'm learning and understanding it more and putting my finger, pinpointing it on the actual specifics of this type of negative person that I do not want in my life, that portrays to himself to be a beautiful queen and everyone in the neighborhood loves her and she's adored by everyone in her life, I was swindled into somebody that had borderline personality disorder and just constantly manipulating me. And I fell for it many times. And I don't want that to be for you. I want you to find someone loving, healthy, and happy, in a healthy, happy relationship where you guys can have crazy amounts of sex and life is good. But with that said, guys, if this kind of triggered anything with those 3 things that we talked about on borderline personality disorder, please give this a thumbs up. I'm going to talk to you some more information that I learned recently. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I hope you guys are doing good. Take care. Talk to you soon.